live on YouTube.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Transparent Conversations on a Wednesday night. This is a quick takes night, and we're going to be talking about what's next for the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is episode 2. I am Calvin, or CPJR, or CPJR 300 if you know me, or the Melancholic Guy if you feel me. I'm just going to be giving my my quick thoughts on what the hell is going on in the world, and especially in our homeland. So let me just take a moment to just bring up to speed as to where I've been. I think I missed a couple of episodes. Being inconsistent with my episodes is not something that I take lightly. And like I said before in the last, I think I said, maybe I did say on the last podcast, I actually did get a position, a very good position. So things probably will change. I'm still committed to doing the 2 episodes a week, and I'm gonna get back to doing elevated exchanges. In fact, on Saturday night, we'll go back to doing a elevated exchanges episode. Back to the regular episodes on Saturday nights, which is gonna be Friday Night Live on Saturday night at 9, live on YouTube. Things are falling into place, so I'm ready to start building now. Building on a lot, moving fast. It's probably gonna be moving a little bit fast. So yeah, Friday night's gonna be a jam. And we will be there will be some we will elevated, we'll be a little elevated on Friday night, so looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna start the session up at 3. I'm sorry, the session will start at probably about 8:30. Podcast at 9. If you're interested, let me know. We're gonna hook up and do some things. So let's go ahead and go into, I'm checking my technical issues. Hold tight 1 second. All right, so definitely gonna have some good times coming up on Saturday night. Looking forward to it, and then going forward, hopefully I'll be able to stick to that. Stick to the regular schedule. I'm gonna keep the quick takes throughout this administration, because there's just so much happening that this helps me to break it down and make any sense out of it. Because I was definitely getting depressed before I landed the position, and didn't really wasn't really sure. I was pretty sure I had the position, but I didn't get my start date until actually like Friday. Say we'll see you on Monday. So I'm in there doing it. I'm working downtown again, downtown DC. I'm like 3 blocks from the White House. That's an area I know very well, and just going down there, let me tell you, it is not the same. It is not the same. Everybody seems kind of like subdued. If you go to I used to work right across the street from the White House for like a number of years, and people used to be out in front of the White House playing hockey with the inline skates. And just having ball down there, having kickball games, all that kind of stuff, right on 16th Avenue or 16th Street. And they closed that off for security. And basically, it was like a park, man. People walking back. There was like a little park, people walking through it. No cars, but you could walk through it, walk right in front. Now they putting up barricades in America. That's the people's house, right? So I don't know what they're afraid of. If you're doing the right thing, why are you afraid? Why do you think you need to put barricades up? So yeah, we're in a crisis right now, and we're in a crisis right now, and they're gearing up for the battle. My entire life as a black man in this country, I've always been hearing about. I was born in '66, so I was always hearing about this race war, but we never talked about a race war in my family, in my household, in my neighborhood, in my community, in my school. It was always coming from the whites talking about a race war. So who was going to why was there a race war, right? I don't even know why they hate me other than I'm black, right? I don't, what I'm saying? My family's always worked. I don't need to defend shit. I have no idea why they hate me. You understand? But the people I know, I work with, I've been friends with. I've had best friends of every race. Co-workers, got along with them with every race. So I'm not going to even try to delve into what's going on in their mind, but their minds are warped. There's something wrong with their DNA. That's what I'm talking about right now. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about what's next for the land of the free and home of the brave. They play their hand, right? We already know who they are. We know what they want. They don't want us here, but we're here, right? We have our citizenship. So based on that contract, we need to hold them accountable and not give a. And I'm gonna cut. Not give. Don't give them no leeway on putting our foot on their neck, and that goes for the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. The Democratic Party is just as guilty in this as the Republican Party, because the Democratic Party loses constantly. They've had both the House, the Senate, and the executive and the judicial, and still did nothing, because all they cared about was bipartisanship. And I'm all for bipartisanship, but I'm not all for continuously losing. We can't afford to lose any more ground. So the way I grew up, I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. So the way I grew up, all right, coming up in my 20s and 30s, it's not going to be afforded to my daughters, or my maybe soon to be one day grandkids. I don't know what the future holds for them anymore, because we have people that are afraid to fight for what's right. Right? Our institutions don't work. They don't work. They failed. They can be corrupted. But I think the worst, I'm going to talk about this more. I think the worst thing, well, let me stop right there, because I'm going to I want to go ahead and go into, well, I don't know. If you get somebody out of this podcast, let's take a minute. Please subscribe and share the content. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like the page, subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on the there's also a podcast, so it's on Speaker, Spotify. I say Speaker, Spotify, iHeart, app. It's everywhere. So if you want to help me, do that. If not, cool. I'm gonna do this anyway, because I say I do this for me. So let's get back to the rant. So normally I'll do for this show, I do some videos that talk about what's happening right now, and then talk about that based on a theme. I did, like, we have a reality TV show problem, because basically what we're seeing out of the White House every day is a reality show. He's a reality show star, right? He has to be I don't ever remember seeing a president that has to be on TV every day saying something crazy, right? And then now he's definitely forgetting where he is. I don't know what's going on anymore. So we're in the grips of a madman. So let's talk about what else I talked about? Reality show. We have a reality show, TV show problem. We have a fascism problem. We have so at this point, I think at this point the lines are pretty well drawn, right? There's people who believe in democracy, believe in the Constitution, believe in America, and we have this people over here who don't believe in anything but hate and destruction, right? That's it. Whatever they're arguing about, whatever they're talking about, they don't want to be American. They want to be something else, right? You cannot tell me that an American that I know, the American that we know, grew up watching World War II movies, fighting Hitler. We saw, like, Saving Private Ryan in documentaries about D-Day, and they were fighting fascism for what they say is for freedom. But here we are, running around the country with men in masks and full combat gear, snatching people out of cars. Just today, I heard that a disabled veteran was snatched out of his car and put in detainment. And if that's okay with you, I don't want to talk to you. Don't come talking to me. It's not going to work. It's definitely not going to work. All right, I should keep this a little bit lighter, but I'm in that mood right now. We'll catch up to that on Saturday. I'm gonna get back to elevated exchanges. All right, so I normally do my monologue here, but I'm gonna do a little bit differently, because I did actually write it out. I don't know what spurred me to actually want to write, or how I did. I don't know why I wrote it out, but I did write it out. So it's basically how I feel about right now, and after these 4 years, if we make it through, we have people are gearing up for war with China. We have continuing genocide and war in Israel against the Palestinians, and our leadership seems to be just blindly following whatever he wants, whatever Bibi Netanyahu wants to do. Our leader is falling in behind that. I don't know what he promised him, but the American people don't want it. It's not anti-Semitism. Don't come in with that bullshit anymore, because it's not. We're talking about a government killing a people. for their land because they want them out. That's what we're talking about. The United States did the same thing to the Indians or the Native Americans back then. It was wrong then, it's wrong now. Right? Apartheid, South America, same thing. It was wrong then, it's wrong now. Right? Either you're going to be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history. And I see a lot of people are lining up to be on the wrong side of history. You saw people go to jail after his first term, and you think that people are not going to go to jail after his second term? The man has no qualms about breaking laws. No qualms. And then the little crew he got with him, no qualms about breaking laws. I don't know what they thought the exit was going to be like. But I don't know. I guess once you go into it, I already know this. I already know this as being a recovering addict. Once you start, you might as well just go full board because it's on. You might as well. You know it's gonna end up badly, but at least go out with a bang. So I think that's where we are right now. All right, so I'm gonna read this monologue, and I got a few videos I want to play and talk about and comment on. Kind of what I feel like the outcome, what they really want for this country, and what they really want for us, the brown people of this country, of this world. And I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with them. I really don't. All right. And I don't know if I can. I don't. Let me read this right quick. All right. So I wrote this, like I said, on Thursday. I think I wrote it. I don't know. I went to donate plasma on last Thursday. And I had to, they take your vitals before you are able to donate. So my heart rate was a little too high. So they asked me to go sit over, sit in a corner, calm yourself down. So I went over, put my headphones on, my earbuds in, started listening. And I just said, you know what? I need to write this. Like, I really want to talk about what's next. Like, what's going to happen after this? Because I don't see there's got to be a time of reconciliation, right? I don't really know, I don't really know how you reconcile with people who find it funny to put people in detainment centers in cages and then want to sell merchandise and then want to take tours of it and then want to find a way to monetize it. I don't really know. That's evil. That's pure evil. That's pure evil. I mean, to take somebody's father or mother that were doing the best they can to provide for their children and put them in a camp and leave the kids on the sidewalk is just pure evil. It's just pure evil. There's no way you can reconcile yourself to your God, your whatever you pray to. Your soul is dead, and you're dead to me. All right. So let me go over this monologue. What's next for the land of the free and the home of the brave? I personally have no idea, but I do know that I've lost all trust in my fellow Americans until I know them personally. There's just too many miserable, angry, and lonely people to just open up yourself to negative energy. I do know that whatever comes next, we will have to live in such a way that we know that this can and probably will happen again. I do know that we can no longer trust in our American institutions. If allowing a convicted felon to run and become the leader of this country is our new reality, I no longer believe in all the lies that we've been fed since birth. It was all propaganda to gain our compliance. I still believe that character matters, and it's not about what I hear a person say, it's about how they move. I will move to build up my community and position us in a way that we will never have to rely on this system of exploitative capitalism to meet all of our needs. Community matters. I still believe in a well-regulated capitalistic system, but this free-for-all, exploitative, capitalistic system will fail in the end. Either we all rise together, or as we know, the enemies in our country will burn everything down to the ground. There's no substitute for teaching real critical thinking skills to our kids. As they say, faith without works is dead. The truth is, there are people above the law. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. It is now just a fact. We see it daily as a convicted felon has taken over our government. An entire party has pledged their nothing but complete obedience to him, and the Supreme Court is simply letting our rights be violated daily. Character no longer matters to some. If you believe that masked men running around our country and snatching brown people off the streets for whatever reason is okay, you are the real, present, and clear danger to everything that once made America great. Also, for the ones that are fine with carrying out clearly illegal orders, you are not my fellow Americans. Whatever happens in the next 4 years, we have to always be ready to take care of ourselves. No one is coming to save us. For me, I've determined that one of the most dangerous things that can happen to you in your lifetime is getting caught up in the wrong ideology. Be true to yourself and always follow your own true north. Good luck to us all. All right, let's get to the first video. It's a funny video. All the notes, all the references, and the credits for this video we posted in show notes, as always. All right.
If the U.S. could see what the U.S. is doing to the U.S., the U.S. would invade the U.S. to liberate the U.S. from the tyranny of the U.S.
We used to be the leader of the free world at one point. We used to be the people. I remember the first Iraq War, right? They invaded Kuwait, and we decided to build up a coalition of the willing to go free Kuwait. Now, is another country? We have the largest military in the world, so obviously no one's going to attack us. Or if they attack us, it'll be a bad thing to happen to them, as the bum in the White House would say. But that's not gonna happen. We're on our own. There's nobody. We can't stop what's happening. We see people being snatched off the street. We see the stories every single day, and we can't do nothing to stop it. Why? Because we put a system in place that's unstoppable. But the only thing is, with great power comes great responsibility. And for some reason, we've gave up our responsibility, our power, and now it's being used against us. And no one can stop it. No one can stop it. They got billions of dollars. They're going to take billions of our tax dollars, almost 200 billion of our tax dollars, to build up a law enforcement. I don't even call them. I don't know what they are. To build up a Gestapo in order to come into our houses and check all our IDs and take away the ones they don't want. They could. You know what I'm saying? With $200 billion, they could. I just want you to pause on that a little bit. It's pretty dangerous right now. It's pretty dangerous. It's a joke. And I think you feel it coming on the trains. It's just everybody has a heaviness on them. It's not a good vibe. But yeah, that was a joke, but the joke rings true. There's no one that could stop this but us. No one. No other country. They have world leaders are coming to see this bum in the White House for whatever reason because they have no other choice. But they know it's a joke. They know it's a joke. They know that guy's not that smart and he's not that witty and he can't do anything but say terrorist. And then once they're gonna crash the economy. We've already been through the first crash with the first Bush, the second Bush, and here he comes with another guy. He wants power out because he thinks raising interest, lowering interest rates is gonna be the way to go. That's basically printing money is what that is. And that's just gonna drive up inflation more. It's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. Cause now I think the scam is gonna be cryptocurrency. They're gonna try to sell treasuries and turn it into crypto, and then they pull that crypto out, the money, and then there's not gonna be nothing there. It's gonna be nothing there. We're not gonna have anything. If you don't know economics, I suggest you study it because this is not. Giving them control of the Fed and the government and the executive and the legislative and the Supreme Court has given up what they're supposed to be doing. It's not. It's like when if you ever go to like the Caribbean, you can see like Caribbean, like Jamaica, you can see the storm coming. Right, it's over there, and they be like, it's coming every day. It's coming. You see it coming, and if you got any common sense, you see it coming. I don't know if you partying thinking this is gonna end out well. I don't know what to say. You're not an American. I don't know who the fuck. I mean, like a lot of times I'm reading comments online. I'm like, I don't even know who you are because you don't even talk like an American. There's no way an American is okay with having people snatched off the street and put in cages for no reason. If they keep saying illegal, they say illegals. if you're here and on the applying for asylum, you can be here. You can work, right? If you're here under temporary protected status, you can be here. You can work. You are documented. You have a social security number or whatever. You can work. So everyone they're locking up now is not about. It's not about criminal. It is about. It's about what is it? Ethnic cleansing. That's basically what it is. It's crimes against humanity. And I wouldn't want that on my name. I don't know. Maybe some people do. Let's go to the second video. It's gonna get a little bit more. It's gonna lead us a little bit more into where I'm going.
She got up there and she said, there ain't gonna be no amnesty. Nope. Now, people been getting mad about this. They said, oh, Trump, you can't give no amnesty. Some rich farmers got in Trump's ear and said, who's gonna pick all this shit? We're rich. Help us. And Trump said, oh, okay, yeah, well, we won't get rid of them.
Yeah, we'll let you keep it. We'll let you take ownership. His words. We'll let you take ownership of all of the undocumented people that work your land, and you be responsible for them. So I think that's pretty much, ownership of people that work your property, I believe is slavery, if I remember correctly.
It ain't amnesty.
No,
that's for sure.
No, hell
it
no.
is not amnesty. Slavery ain't amnesty.
Nope. Two different things.
Two different things. And she's up there, but some people don't even want them in the country. Some people are so racist that if you turn brown people into slaves, there's still going to be too many of them.
Yeah.
Some people can't even handle, you don't need that many. They get mad. So those people are going to say, yeah, Trump caved. He caved on the amnesty issue. So this woman has to go out there. The farming secretary's job is to say, no amnesty, that mass deportation. We don't want to harm the food supply, so we're going to do it in a careful way. But no amnesty. So basically, it's just, slavery. No amnesty, mass deportation. We got to keep a few basically slaves. You don't work for ICE?
I do not.
I've been telling everybody you got a job.
So I like those two guys. They're on Instagram, probably on I don't know what's the thing called TikTok also, but I see them on Instagram. To see those two older white guys talk, I know they know racism when they see it because it has to be in their family, obviously. But I don't know their backgrounds, but they're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. This country has always so I'm gonna say this right now, right? It must have been so great to build this country off the backs of free labor, off the backs of black people who could not do anything but work for you. Sun up, sundown. I don't think they got days off. I don't even know. I can't even look into it anymore. I grew up watching Roots and all the other slave shows. I will never watch another slave movie in my life. I will never watch another slave movie. I will never watch another Help. Any of that mess. I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that some people look back and with nostalgia. I don't know that life. I don't want to know it. I don't want it normalized anymore. That's our history. Yes, of course, you must learn from history, right? But those seem to be the kind of movies that love greenlighting, right? There's no, just regular. No, there's a lot of black people that were very rich in the old days, right? Got money. Madam C.J. Walker. Why don't we see documentaries on her, biopics on her? Successful black people that overcame in spite of. Right? I don't need to see another black. I don't need to see another black slave movie, right? Because that's the recurring thing, right? So we already heard today. I don't know if you heard today. I just heard the story today on the news because I'm at work, so I don't really get to pay attention to other stuff as much anymore because I'm busy and I love it. But I'm just coming in here now because the news is on in his house, and I heard today that I heard this on it was on the TV. It was on I don't watch mainstream media. Somebody else was watching it, but yeah, they were talking about the Texas home builders are warning that they're not going to have enough laborers because they openly use undocumented workers, but they don't say anything about it. So the people that are coming here undocumented are not coming here because they can't get any money. They can get money. They're not coming here so they can get free health care. They come here to work because it's work for them to do. But you know what? MAGA have at it. They need. Okay, so MAGA, here you go. As soon as they start doing the sweeps down there in Texas and start locking up people, as soon as they get the detention center built for profit, they're gonna need y'all to go ahead and jump in your pickup trucks and go down there to build some houses. Okay, y'all got that? All right. So we already know the recurring theme, right? They want to go back to slavery. Now this is a video. This next video is about is a comedy person. I know her name is Sarah Cooper. She I just know her from like YouTube, Instagram, but she's very, very, very funny, and she's very good with these skits. She used to do she should do a skit with she was either Donald Trump or interviewing Donald Trump. But anyway, this is funny. This is gonna break it down to you, and this is gonna give you the play.
This is a sketch I wrote called The History of Wealth Throughout History. Enjoy. You've made quite a lot of money this year, sir. You can buy 10 slaves.
Oh, well, that is good news.
And you can buy 10 slaves.
I'll take 10 slaves then.
You made quite a lot of money this year, sir.
Oh, well, that is good news indeed.
Once again, congratulations.
What can I buy?
You can buy 20 slaves.
Well, then I'll take 20 slaves.
You can buy 30 slaves.
30 slaves.
You can buy 40 slaves.
40 slaves.
50 slaves.
60 slaves.
60.
70.
80.
90.
You can't buy slaves anymore.
What? No more slaves? Why not?
Well, it's a law.
What?
That's just been passed. So now slaves are illegal in this country. Apologies.
Ooh, what's going to happen to my slaves?
No more slaves.
I'm just supposed to go out there to the market and see Jamal and say, hey, Jamal, let's be friends even though I own you?
Well, you don't own him.
Stop reminding me.
You could buy a steel company. You could buy a mining factory.
Fine.
A sheep's farm.
That's
You could buy
fine.
a
Go
private
ahead, buy
jet,
that.
A yacht.
Yes.
A Miami condominium.
Take 3
a-
jets.
A super yacht. A company.
Okay, I'll take
You could
a
buy
super
a
yacht.
football
Fine.
team. You could buy an election.
What was that?
You could buy an election, sir.
Oh, well, that sounds very nice. I'll take one of those. What else?
You could buy a president.
Yes, that sounds good. I'll take one of those. What else?
You could buy your way into the government
And?
and control all the levers of wealth throughout the nation, throughout the world.
What else?
Well, sir, that's pretty good. I think we can stop there.
There's something else and you know it.
No, there's not.
There's something more and you know it.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
know what I
actually
want.
don't know.
Why
what
are
you're
you
talking about.
holding back? If I own the government and the government makes the laws, then I can buy whatever I want.
Okay, fine. You can buy slaves
Yes,
again.
I knew it!
So that's a joke, right? That's supposed to be a joke, right? It is a joke, but that's what we're actually seeing right now, right? He making references to what can we do to keep our illegals legally. We'll be responsible for them. We'll take care of them. That's where we're at now. They want slaves, right? The biggest come up ever in this world was them owning slaves and building this country. And they've been pissed ever since. They've been pissed ever since they lost the slaves. They've been pissed. But the savvy part of the whole thing is, right? There's only 800 billionaires in the country, and that's too many billionaires, right? So when you get to be a billionaire, you think you're wise, you think you're smart, and then you think you know everything, and then you think you can run the world, right? Obviously, that doesn't work because obviously everything's getting ready to crash and burn because you cannot control the idiots beneath you, right? You manipulate them, you whip them up into a frenzy, right? And try to control them with conspiracy theories, and then eventually they're gonna turn on you, right? But I'm not too sure. But we don't have the problem that we have as I'm an independent, I'm not a Democrat, as progressives, is that we don't want to fight to win. You know what I'm saying? If you think it's gonna look bad if we just fight, if we vote straight blue line, straight partisan line down the line to get things through the House, We think that's gonna be bad, and they're gonna start calling us baby killers. They want to turn our kids into women. This is crazy wedge issues. You know what I mean? Like basically, if you know yourself, can't nobody turn you into anything. That's the problem. That's the problem. People don't have critical thinking skills, and they get caught up in ideologies, and they get off track, and they start worrying about the wrong things, and now we're right back in the place we were before. Right? I'm not the type of person that would ever throw away my vote, like a lot of people did when the Democrats did that first trick and swiped out Bernie for Hillary, and then people voted third party. A lot of people I know voted third party or didn't vote because they were so pissed at the Democrats that they gave. I can't say they gave Trump though. He did run a good campaign, I guess. I don't know. I would never vote for the either. I never listen to his speeches because it's disgusting to me to listen to him speak. That started before he started running for president. This is back in the Prince days. I hate that show. I don't watch reality TV. I already said that before. So basically, we see the play, right? We see what's going to happen. We already know that they don't have enough judges. They actually, I think they fired judges or not hired enough immigration judges. Since you won't do process, fine, you can have due process, not enough judges. So what are they going to do? Normally these people are released back into society to go back to work and take care of their families until they can get their dates and go to court. Now they're going to have them all they're going to have them all in detention centers, concentration camps, whatever you want to call it. There's not nice places, and people are going to die. If they aren't dying now, we don't really know, right? Because they won't let them be inspected, right? So if this is your move, this is your play, you're not gonna have any money to get a slave. Let me tell you that right now. You, white or black, you might end up being a slave. It's not because it's not gonna be about race when it's time to start getting people to work and forced labor. It's gonna be about your economic status, and America, your economic status is low. Just to let you know, that's probably why y'all so mad. But you could have went to school, bro. You could have went to school, study something, learn something, be open minded. Not, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of science. Science is your friend. I don't know what to tell you about religion. That's on y'all. All right, so that was my 3 videos. I'm gonna end it right now because I have to work in the morning. We'll be back on Saturday night for the Saturday Night Live. Or is it Friday Night Live? Don't say Saturday Night Live. It's the Friday Night Live recording of Friday Night Live. No, it's Saturday night recording of Friday Night Live. It will never be on Friday night again. Right now I'm shooting for Friday and Wednesday. Quick takes, elevator exchanges. All right? Much more to come. Things are happening. I'm excited. You see the play, right? All you need, your duty, anyone's duty, is to come up with your reaction, how you're going to deal with this situation. There's no more arguments about what's right or wrong. We already see. You either fall in line with on the wrong side of history or the right side of history. The right side of history is freedom. I don't know what else to say. I can't live in a country that's not free. I can't even live in a red state, so that's just me. One more video. I'm gonna always leave it on a good note. Let's look at a food for thought. This is my man Nipsey Hussle. He was killed. I forget the year. I think it was right before 2020. Yeah, he was coming up fast, right? But he had a way about him that he talked that inspired you to want to do more, right? It wasn't just empty dumb rap. It was real rap with a message. So I think this is just a recording of him on the street. I don't know, man. Probably not too far from where he actually died at. They always tell you when you get money, you gotta leave your hood because you may have beef. I know I got beef. Everybody got beef. You got no beef? You don't want beef. All right, hold on. We're gonna play this last one. Get out of here.
You reach a point where you closer to where you're trying to get than where you started from. So you gotta keep going, and that's the point. If you stay down, you'll reach that point. You'll look up and be like, shit, it's closer to get to where I'm trying to get than to stop and turn around. So, just stay at it. That's it. I'm in this bitch. Yeah.
Oh, I might get banned on that. I might get a strike on that, man. That music. I might have cut that video out, we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, yeah, keep going. That's one of my new sayings, man. Just keep going. Like I said, if I had got a job before now, the job that I got now, I would have missed out on a lot of money. Let me just say that. So the what's for you is coming. Just gotta stick it out, man. Keep going. Whatever happens, keep going. Like some of the decisions I made as far as some of the jobs that I was up for, I didn't turn some down. I just decided that I'm not taking this interview because it was like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I got called from somebody recruited for the Department of Department of Homeland Security or Homeland? I don't know what the hell it is. That crazy organization. You think I want to work for them? No, I want to be on the right side of history. I'm not working for fascists. You know what? When they first named that place Homeland something, I already knew it was gonna go bad. I already knew it. It just seemed like every time you do something for the homeland, right? You're protecting because it always turns inward, and you're protecting people from themselves, right? We can't protect our own selves from ourselves. Right? When they say American people, who are they talking about? They're not talking about me. Because I don't condone anything they're doing. Never would. Never would. So I don't know what the Homeland Security, that thing needs to be demolished. Demolished completely. Go back to separate organizations, separate budgets, separate oversight. Because them together, ICE and border customs and border, that thing, customs and border protection is not, they don't go together. It turns into fascism. Mark my words. That's it, man. I'm out. See you guys on what day? Friday. Nope, Saturday. See you on Saturday. Have a good night. Peace. I'm out. Press the right button, man. Press the right button. This one. Change I must or die I will. How about this one? I think that's it.
All right, people, we out. Choose love every time and things will work out. All right, peace. See you next week.
Peace. See you on Saturday.